This summer, from TSDJA Productions and JJ2E Media, comes the full-length horror audio drama, The Camping Trip. This anthology tells three tales that span the decades and unveil vengeful mysteries long forgotten, but ultimately connect to a present-day story. This fully produced audio experience takes you along as three young scouts and their troop leaders spend the last night of their weekend getaway around the fire. And what's a night in the woods without campfire stories? When you go to tsdjaproductions.bandcamp.com and buy The Camping Trip, you'll receive over 2 hours of content, including the very first bonus episode of the Nerd Blitz with Doom and Fitz podcast. You won't want to miss a moment of The Camping Trip. Written, edited, directed, and performed by @Fitzman73 and @The Scooby Doom. Coming soon.
And then what happened, Puddin'?
I unloaded 2 drums on him.
And then what'd you do?
I took him out for burgers and beer. What do you think? I left.
You don't gotta be so mean, Puddin'.
Ugh. Don't call me that, Hall, please.
Sorry. Hey, where's the comics? Did you get the new issue of Slappy Squirrel?
Holly, please. I've had a rough day. Can I get a few minutes of quiet?
Okay, but I want to read Slappy Squirrel.
Holly, baby, I didn't get the books, okay?
Aww.
Go away.
But...
Go away!
Fine.
Now! Holly?
I'm going.
Come here, damn it.
What? Do you want me to go away or come back?
Shut up and listen. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Just listen.
I don't hear nothing, Mr. J.
All right. Never mind.
You should maybe get some sleep, Mr. J.
Yeah, I guess.
Puddin'?
Damn it, stop calling me that.
Puddin'?
I swear, Holly. Oh, shit.
You're done.
Hey gang, you're listening to the Nerd Blitz with Doom and Fitz. I'm Doom.
And I'm Fitz.
And we're back again! Yeah! Woohoo!
They said it couldn't be done. But what is this, 5?
I was just gonna say, isn't this gonna be our 5th one?
Mm-hmm.
Who'd ever thought we'd last that long?
No, I know.
Oh, shit.
Feels like we've only done 3 of these so far.
Oh, yeah, I know. It still feels like we're just starting. It's like we've been doing this, I mean, if you count recording back in March, for what, almost 2 months now? But it feels like this is like the first or second time again still.
Yeah, I know.
But I guess
yeah.
that's just, I guess that, hey. Oh shit, I got a guest. Hi there. Yeah, my dog just came running up. I felt claws in my side and was like, what the fuck is that? God damn, throw me off.
Some kind of beast.
No shit. Scared the shit out of me. Oh, fuck, what was I saying?
I don't know.
It couldn't have been important.
Oh, this only feels like we've been doing it
Yeah.
for a couple weeks.
That. It does. It only feels like, the first or second time.
Yeah, that's good, I guess.
I still get fucking nervous as shit when we get ready to start.
I don't.
Well,
You have to learn to care less. Just about things in general in life.
Oh, trust me, I don't give a fuck about, most anything else, but like this type of shit, all the fun making shit, that I put everything into.
Yeah.
Oh shit, she left.
What?
The dog left.
Oh. That's because she knows you're about to do your joke of the week.
She says, I don't want to see this.
She said, oh, I know what time it is. It's time for Doom's Mother Joke of the Week.
Are you strapped in for this one?
The people have spoken. They want to hear more.
What people?
Exactly. I was trying to make you feel better. But yeah, there's no people.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no people, and you've got fucking 25 years of damage done, Doom. Now this one's really fucked up, so I hope you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Doom's Joke Corner. Who was the biggest slut in history?
I don't know.
Mrs. Pac-Man. For 25 cents, that bitch swallows balls until she dies. Ain't that fucked up?
Yeah.
And hey, it takes us back to episode 1 when we were talking about fucking old arcade games and shit.
Yeah, and ball eating.
Are you thinking of a different episode 1?
Huh?
Are you thinking of a different episode 1?
Yeah, that was a different podcast.
Yeah, because I don't remember talking about ball eating. Once again, they're so lame and stupid, but I love them.
They tickle you so much.
They do, and that's really all that matters, man.
It really is.
All right.
So, just for that, are there any Scooby Apocalypse updates?
What's that?
Oh, you don't even recognize the name anymore?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've expunged it completely from your memory? All I know is I saw you post. I never did get that article to pull up that you sent me, but I think you said something to the effect of, go look at my last retweet. Fuck this, I'm out.
Oh shit, I don't even remember what that was.
I don't know, it was a picture, and then there was a link to an article, and the picture came up, but I could never get it was the night my cable was having problems, and I couldn't. The night we had that big storm, and I never did get it pulled up.
I remember what it was now. It was a gif of fucking Shaggy. It wasn't really an article, it was just the solicitation for issue 1.
Uh-huh.
But it was a gif of Shaggy. And I say Shaggy with quotes because that ain't fucking Shaggy.
Yeah, it was more like, well, I'm not going to say it because that'll get people pissed off at us.
And we do that enough on.
I think I might have said it in my other podcast, and I think I said something to the effect of I'm grandfathered in, and I could say that if I want, but I'm not going to say it. It rhymes.
Yeah.
It never mind. Continue.
It was just a gif of his arm moving.
Was he jacking himself off?
No, but it looked like he was forcing our heads down.
What? Why would...
No.
Are you kidding?
It was just his arm swinging.
Oh. Okay.
And I saw that and it was just like, fuck this.
What? But what was the point of the GIF?
Just to be like, hey, this is what Shaggy looks like. I guess. I don't fucking know.
But why did they have to animate his arm moving? It's the comic book doesn't move.
I don't know. Why are they making this fucking thing? Fuck, why are they making a GIF? Why are they even making it?
I don't know. Okay, we can move on then. I thought there was a whole nother article or
no
some more. I didn't know it was just some stupid fucking.
We didn't even finish the article from last week, but
I thought it was.
I don't care.
I thought it was a different kind of stupid bullshit. I didn't know it was stupid bullshit we wouldn't even want to talk about.
Yeah,
I thought it was stupid bullshit that could generate content, not.
Oh no, just anger. That's the thing, though, and I don't want to beat this dead horse anymore.
Oh, by all means, beat it. Beat it like it owes you money.
Even after how much we've seen, it's like, this looks like complete and utter shit. I really would still like to give it a chance, you know?
Yeah, well, I did pick up the preview. I got us each a copy of the preview, so...
what's in that? Have you flipped through it at all?
I haven't even looked at it. Yeah, I was saving it. I haven't even looked at it, but it's more like a pamphlet than a preview. Like, I thought it was like going to be a couple pages of like all the different new comics that they're doing, the new Hanna-Barberas, but I mean, it feels like it's 3 pages long.
Well, see, somebody tweeted me a picture of it the other day, the cover, and then on the inside, it had a picture of Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, Scooby, and the Mystery Machine.
Yeah.
That's all they showed me. And it was like, if that's it, what a fucking bust.
Yeah, I have a feeling that might be about all there is in this thing. Because it did not feel thick at all.
Well, see, all I figured it would probably be, because it says on it, doesn't it, that it's a preview of Scooby Apocalypse and the Hanna-Barbera universe?
Yeah.
So, see, what I figured it would be is, like, those 6 pages that they put in, are on tvguide.com or whatever.
Yeah.
I figured it would probably be those, and then, like, art from the other ones.
Right. I thought it would be, like, a page or 2 of each new comic. Because
I didn't think that.
No, because that's how I think they did, when New 52 came out, they had that preview thing. They would have like 1 page or of a couple different books, and then the rest of them were just like synopsises or like solicitations or whatever. So I thought it would be more like that. And the New 52 one was pretty fucking substantial, preview.
Well, yeah, because weren't they launching a fucking assload of books?
Well, that's true. They had 52 titles as opposed to like 5.
Yeah.
And
you want to know what's fucked up about this? That new Future Quest book came out. That's the one they actually launched the universe with.
Oh, that's already out?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's been out
for like a week.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it came out this week. I don't know. But whatever. I haven't heard jack shit about it.
Really?
Really. And I've been looking.
So isn't that just Johnny Quest?
It's Johnny Quest, and isn't it Space Ghost?
Space Ghost, yeah. Space Ghost and Johnny Quest team up.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking dumb. Why? Why they don't even? They're not.
Don't come to me looking for logic on this motherfucker.
I liked Space Ghost. I like Johnny Quest, but they don't exist in the same reality.
They do now,
or at least not in the same fucking solar system.
Maybe it's the Space Ghost, Coast to Coast Space Ghost.
Oh, don't even get me on that. That fucking thing pissed me off when they did that. I hated that. It was so disrespectful to Space Ghost.
It was so disrespectful to everything fucking Hanna-Barbera was.
I mean, I get it. I get the humor of it, but
yeah,
I was like, oh, this is like, I'd get excited every time I saw a commercial that had Space Ghost on it, and then I realized, oh fuck, it's that stupid fucking Coast to Coast bullshit.
Did you ever watch Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law?
No, that was another one. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
I know. They had an episode of that I saw. I think Shaggy got busted probably for weed, knowing fucking how stupid everybody is. And I was just like, oh, fuck this.
What was the conceit of that show? Was that
Harvey Birdman was basically fucking Matt Murdock for the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. You know how fucking anytime a Marvel hero gets in a jam, it's like, hey, Matt Murdock!
Yeah.
It was just that with Hanna-Barbera. From what I remember. because I only saw like 4 episodes and was like, oh, this is horse shit.
Yeah. I can appreciate the concept.
Nostalgia?
Yeah, and like here's something funny we can do with this old property that, nobody remembers or gives a shit about.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, that's all right. I don't need to be into that. Show me the old fucking Space Ghost. And then they had, what was that? What the fuck was that? Boomerang Network.
Yeah.
And
that used to be awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome when I first saw it. I was like, oh my god, it's all those old shows. And I'm like, oh my god, it's all those old shows.
Oh, fuck off!
No, I mean, just like with any of that stuff, some of it is like, oh, this isn't quite as awesome as I thought it was. It's still good. It's still fun to watch, but it's,
I didn't grow up with those shows, and I'll fucking take them over the bullshit they've got today any day.
For the most part, I would agree.
What the fuck was that shit on Cartoon Network? The Amazing World of Gumball and Adventure Time? Oh, fuck off.
I actually like those now.
What an asshole.
I've gotten... well, my kids like them, so I watch them, and I'm like, oh, you know what? These aren't that bad, actually. They look really fucking obnoxious, and, I mean, they are kind of obnoxious, but they look worse just like in the commercials. It's like, holy crap, what is this gumball shit? Everybody's just screaming and yelling and jumping and shit's blowing up, and what the fuck is going on in this show? There's a fish that lives with a cat that has a bunny for a dad, and what the fuck is this? But,
see, most cartoons these days, it sounds like, people just fucking smoked up and was like, hey, let's do this. And not in the cool, awesome way they did back in the 60s and 70s when, like, fucking I Dream of Jeannie was on.
Have you ever seen Uncle Grandpa?
No, but I've heard you talk about it.
Oh, my God.
I kept meaning to search it because you kept saying your son was talking like him or whatever.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder what it sounds like. And then I just never did because it's a new cartoon and it sounds like it
is
pissed me
so...
off.
I don't know if it would piss you off if you would think it was the fucking most genius thing you've ever seen. Because it's so absurd. And, like, I don't understand how this could be for a little kid. Like, it is so fucked up and, like, it's so just bizarre that I don't understand how a kid could watch it and be like, this is awesome. Other than the fact that it's just silly.
Yeah.
But there's so many sight gags and so many, it's just crazy. Like the whole thing just defies, like everything in it defies every law of reality. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. See, I'll take fucking Hong Kong Phooey, #1 super guy. I'll take fucking Scooby-Doo. I'll take fucking Dino-Mutt. I'll take anything over the shit today.
Yeah, I would too for the most part, yeah.
Like, even the 90s cartoons, like Rugrats, fucking Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, I couldn't stand Rugrats.
I
never
off.
watched. Huh? Oh, I thought you were saying you didn't like those.
No, I love those.
Oh, well, that was more in your wheelhouse when those were on.
Yeah. That shit was my jam, son.
I was already in my 20s when that was on, so I was like, I wasn't the audience for that, for sure.
True.
That was what you call after my time.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Johnny Bravo?
Not when it was on, but my kids watch it now, so I've seen it, yeah.
What do you think of that?
It's not bad. It's okay.
There's a lot of episodes of that it's sort of like what you're describing Uncle Grandpa to be.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, how the fuck is this for kids?
Yeah.
Because it's just this fucking dude chasing down chicks, and you watch it now and you notice that the humor's not really fucking always that kid-friendly.
Yeah.
And then when you realize, Seth MacFarlane came from that show, it's like, oh, that makes sense.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Was he a writer?
Yeah.
Oh.
They did a Scooby-Doo episode of Johnny Bravo, and the other half of that episode has one of the dudes from Schoolhouse Rock, and they did this Schoolhouse Rock fucking, like, song where the dude's scolding Johnny for being such a pervert.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think Seth wrote the song, and it's like, this is awesome.
don't remember seeing that one. But they have
I'll-
made me watch that. They've made me watch Dexter's Laboratory too. That one's pretty good.
Yeah,
Johnny Test.
I never really got into that.
Johnny Test.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a more of a newer one.
Yeah.
That's another one of those really loud shows. I call them
I know.
loud shows, where everybody's screaming.
That was on in the early to mid 2000s, at the same time as What's New Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay.
And I think maybe at the same time as Get a Clue, which we don't need to talk about that again.
Yeah,
either.
we don't need to mention that.
And I would try to watch it, and it'd be like, when's Scooby-Doo or Crypto the Superdog coming on? Because it was just not good.
They used to have, when we were kids, and by me I mean me and Molly.
Yeah. Get him out!
You weren't born yet. On USA Network, they used to have USA Cartoon Express on on Sunday mornings. It was like 3 hours of just the weirdest Hanna-Barbera type cartoon shit.
Oh
And
yeah, I know
like,
about that.
Yeah, it was like all of the reject cartoons, though. It wasn't like...
They aired Scooby-Doo too.
I don't remember seeing that too much. Most of the time it was, you'd get like fucking Jabberjaw and...
Speed Buggy.
Speed Buggy, yep. And that kind of shit.
At some point, they did air repeats of Scooby-Doo in there too.
Did they?
Yeah. I couldn't tell you the exact years, but I'm thinking it was like 84 to like 88, somewhere in there.
Yeah, that would have been right about when I was watching it. So it could just be... And you never knew what time shit was going to be on. Like it was...
Oh, yeah.
It was just a mishmash of... It was like a fruit salad of Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We watched that every Sunday.
I would take any of that shit. Like
Yeah.
I said, I would take any of that shit over 90% of the shit they got today.
Yeah, and it would go Cartoon Express for like 3.5 hours right into fucking WWF.
Oh,
that's what was on. It was WWF Superstars or whatever.
Yeah.
That's where I saw Randy Savage smash Ricky Steamboat's trachea on the guardrail.
Oh, yeah.
We used to see George the Animal Steel and Coco Beware and Junkyard Dog.
Can you believe that motherfucker was a teacher?
George the Animal Steel?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like really fucking intelligent, smart guy.
It's just like Kane. He's like super into politics and shit, and it's like, the big red monster?
What was it? Was it Mankind's book that of his first one, Have a Nice Day? Was it that one, or was it something else where he was telling the story about how he's like almost socially retarded, like Kane is like socially retarded or something, like he doesn't get humor at all. Like he'll...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I haven't read any of those. I haven't read any of those in a long ass time.
Yeah, like his idea of a joke was like, if he was really sweaty or something, he'd tell him, "Oh, you're supposed to shower without your clothes on," or something like that. You know, like that would be his idea of a funny joke.
I'm not laughing because that's good. I'm laughing because it makes me feel better about the joke I told a little while ago.
Yeah, but you're doing it on purpose.
I know. Here's another thing. Did you know Kane was a teacher too?
Was he?
Yeah, here.
What?
I've got this, it's a big, like, coffee table book called WWE Unscripted. In that book, it tells, like, everybody's names and shit. Mm-hmm. It came out in, like, 2002 when, Undertaker was, the American Badass and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Where they would tell you, oh, his name's, Mark Calloway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in there, it's got, like, where they're from, and they interview them and shit. It's a cool book because it's, like, one of the first times that they actually pulled back the curtain.
Yeah, they broke kayfabe or whatever.
Yeah. In there, I think he was, like, born in Spain or raised in Spain or something like that.
Really?
But, yeah, Kane says he was a substitute teacher here in St. Louis somewhere.
Huh.
And it's like...
How'd you like to see that motherfucker come into your classroom as a substitute teacher?
Well, did you ever see him back in the day? Like, before he was Kane?
Yeah, he had, like,
Isaac Yankum DDS and shit?
Didn't he have, like, long, curly blonde hair and shit?
Exactly, and he's fucking as goofy looking as he is anyway,
Yeah, he looks
I'd
fucking...
just be like, you're tall.
Oh, yeah.
And you look fucking goofy.
Mhm.
But imagine him, like, full mask and shit coming in, like...
He fucking picks up the desk and just smashes it.
Kid's like, I think you're wrong. He fucking choke slams him through a wall.
The bell rings and fire sprays out of the walls.
What's our assignment? Hell.
Oh,
Or
fuck.
no, where's our field trip? Hell.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the Kane.
Easy there, Dr. Seuss.
Thank you, I just made that up. So we're
We
getting
were
into
supposed
the...
to be... No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, we were talking about something. Somehow we got into Kane. And
we started talking about...
It was seamless fucking transitions, too.
Yeah, we started out with Scooby Apocalypse into I'll take that old Hanna-Barbera shit over anything today, into here's some today's cartoons, to here's some 90s cartoons, to here's some fucking Cartoon Express, into WWF, into Kane used to be a teacher here. That was
wow.
That was a
Evel
journey.
Knievel couldn't have made that jump.
That was a journey.
There was something I was wanting to say about that, but I forgot now, so...
Oh, well, fuck it. We'll close the book on Scooby Apocalypse for this week.
Yeah, that was your fucking Apocalypse update.
Yeah. Apocalypse update is fuck this still.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I would love to read like 3 issues of it to really give it a chance, but I am just like, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what else to say about it.
It's all you're saying is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You turned into dad mode and you're just patting me on the back like it'll be okay,
Yeah,
son.
it's all right, man. It's, you know. The world is a terrible place, and sometimes terrible things happen to good people.
Or good franchises.
Right.
Oh, before we get to the other thing, speaking of good franchises and Scooby, you keep talking about the cartoons your kids watch, and you mentioned Boomerang. That's something I was wanting to talk about.
Oh, right.
Have you seen any of that new Scooby show? Because I don't have cable or, any way to get cable, and I haven't seen any of it. I haven't been able to pick up the first 13 episodes on DVD or anything. Have you seen any of that?
What new Scooby show?
Oh, fuck.
I don't know. I didn't know there was one.
Scooby-Doo?
Oh!
The one without fucking Mindy as Velma?
Oh. No, I haven't seen it.
Oh. Alright.
No, I didn't. I know we talked about... Didn't we talk about that last week?
I don't know if we talked about
Kinda.
it last
We
week or if
we talked about
it.
We talked about Mindy not being Velma, but for some
Yeah.
reason I didn't think that was a currently ongoing show.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay.
I thought we talked about it during the week, on Twitter or something.
Maybe.
I don't remember either.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it. I don't have cable either, so unless it's on Netflix or Hulu.
Oh, yeah, it's not there yet.
I guess I could check Hulu. Maybe it's on there, but I doubt it. It's probably on Cartoon Network, right?
It's on Boomerang, because Boomerang they don't show just old cartoons, or maybe old cartoons at all anymore. They air new shit now.
Really?
Yeah, there's a new Looney Tunes show that they air, and then Be Cool Scooby-Doo. I think it does air on Cartoon Network, but it was supposed to air on Boomerang because they wanted to bring more people to Boomerang, and then they put it on Cartoon Network with repeats on Boomerang. And then they aired like 5 episodes a week of it to burn through the episodes, but they're making more episodes. I don't fucking know. I don't think they know.
So Boomerang doesn't show any of the old stuff anymore?
They might still show some of it, but I don't know. I know they air new shit now. It might not be first run on there, but it's definitely like second or third run. It's fucked up.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it really is sad because, as you said, that was a good place, even though you were kind of mocking it, you little fucker.
I'm just saying, sometimes it's, sometimes things aren't as good as you remember them. Doesn't mean they're bad. I still would watch them. Like the Herculoids. I like the Herculoids and all that shit.
And Smurfs?
Smurfs.
Yeah, Smurfs. Did you like the Smurfs?
Yeah, I did when I was a kid, but my kids like
Not
it
any
now and watch
Smurfing more,
them.
huh?
And yeah, it's rough, dude.
That does get a little annoying. We're like, oh my Smurf, did you just Smurf that on the Smurf? And it's like, what? But I still like it.
Yeah, it's all right. I definitely like things more than that.
Oh yeah, for sure. But still, I'll just say it. I like the 2 live action movies, so fucking put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh, I think we're done here.
And I don't even like fucking Neil Patrick Harris because he's a fucking dick.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Yeah, you remember that shit he was talking about Muse?
Yeah, I do. I liked him before
fucking,
that.
It's just like fucking Simon Pegg. I used to like the dude. He started fucking running his mouth, and it's like, you know what? Fuck you.
Speaking of updated old-timey cartoons, Netflix just put out the trailer for their new Voltron series.
Yes, I wanted to ask you about that. I didn't watch it, but I knew that'd be fucking right up your alley.
Oh, I watched it the other day, and it was like, oh, Netflix really just can't do wrong, can they?
I mean, I can't really say, can I?
Well, no, I guess you can't, but I can, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say they've pretty much hit a home run with all of their niche series that they've come up with, all their genre stuff.
You know what I will say they did a good job with, because I actually have seen it? I know a lot of people didn't really like it, but that 4th season of Arrested Development was pretty good.
Yeah, I was never really into that show.
Really?
Yeah, I started to watch it, and then I just fell off of it and just never went back. I need to go back and watch it though.
No, you do, because it's, especially those first 3 seasons, it's really is. It's sort of like, you know, they talk about how these Netflix shows, it's one big chunk.
Yeah.
Where it's interwoven and shit. They really fucking did that on Arrested Development well. It was damn good. But that 4th season, there is no way in hell any network other than like an online service would have let them get away with that.
Oh, really?
It's not like it's fucked up or dirty or anything. It's just...
Yeah, I've heard it's like, it's disjointed kind of, or it's like several episodes will focus on just one person and then...
Every episode focuses on a different character.
Okay, that's what I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, and what it is, this is why you'd never get away with it on a network at all. And like I said, it's not because it's like fucking, oh, and now they're fucking showing titties and shit. No. You're basically seeing... Every episode is the same episode. It's just from a different character's perspective.
Oh. Well, that's pretty clever.
It is. It's so fucking cool and weird and interesting. Because, like, you'll see the same scene, like, 6 or 8 times through the season.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the first episode, you only see 5 seconds of it. And then that character that episode focuses on, they leave and you follow them onto their next story. Okay?
Oh, I see.
So the next episode focuses on the brother. You see that 5 seconds again, you watch that character leave, and then the fucking scene keeps going. It's like, this is genius.
That does sound pretty cool.
And it got a lot of shit because it is repetitive. There's no avoiding it, but it's different. And I think I said it in like episode 1 or 2. At this point, I want to see fucking different, weird, interesting shit.
No, it does. That sounds clever, different.
It is.
It sounds ballsy, actually.
Fascinating. And then, like, those first 3 seasons, I don't know how much you know, so I don't want to really spoil it for you. But, like, there's this secret person, we'll say, Mr. F, that the main character, Michael, thinks this girl he's dating's, you know, cheating with or seeing or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they play this little Mr. F thing, and they build it throughout this season. I think it's season 2, but I don't remember because I haven't watched it in a while. And it builds up until the reveal, and it's like, oh, that's fucked up. Something that now you'd never get away with on TV. And then that Mr. F thing, later in the season after that storyline plays itself out, it'll somehow pop up, and it's like, oh yeah, that was awesome. And then I think in the seasons after that, they played it again. Just as like, hey, we remember you like this. We're not going to focus on it, but hey, it's here. We know what we're doing. Really paid attention to continuity on that show. So it's not really a nerdy show, but it is kind of nerdy because there's so much attention to detail.
Yeah, and I mean, people say it's great. So, I mean, that's the whole reason why I went back to watch it, but then I watched like 2 episodes and I was like, I've got other things to watch.
Yeah.
My DVR at the time was full. I was trying to catch up on that, and other shit started coming out. It was like, I can't keep up. Some stuff had to get cut.
I hear you. But hey, while you're waiting for fucking the next Marvel series, give it a spin.
Well, I gotta catch up on S.H.I.E.L.D. Did they have
how far behind are you? Because I know you said you started watching it because I was fucking coming over it every week.
I mean, I'm only like 4 episodes behind, I think. I'm almost current. Yeah, they just had the season finale, right?
No, that's this Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Which, for everybody listening, was like a month and a half ago. But yeah, the 2-hour season finale is this coming Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah, I forget which episode I watched last. It was a couple weeks ago. Let's see.
This last week's episode, again, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but a storyline that they've been building for like a few weeks finally had a bit of a payoff, and they brought back a character from earlier in the season. Again, I'm not going to tell you who. You'll find out on your own.
Okay.
And it was such a weird reveal, or well, not weird, but such a surprise reveal that it was like, oh shit, because they showed the character earlier in the episode, and it was like, oh well, they're not going to do nothing with him, but it's cool to see he's still there. And then they reveal the character, and it's like, oh shit, somebody's going to get fucked up.
I think the last one I was up to was...
You'll have to give me the episode number because I don't know the titles.
I think the one I stopped at was 19. Failed experiments.
So you've got just one more episode after that before the finale then, if I remember right, because I think they got 22 episodes.
Yeah, so I'm at 19, so I got 20, 21, and 22, I think, to go.
Yeah. So episode 20 was last week's, and it had the surprise reveal that people got fucked up.
Okay, well now I want to go in and watch it. It was really cool.
You remember how I told you whenever you watched episode 19, if they showed the preview for episode 20?
Yeah.
Let me know when you see that.
Yeah.
Well, the character I thought it was, they just showed a quick glimpse, and I got my fucking panties in a bunch. I was so excited. Turned out it was a false alarm. They showed this dude grab a chain out of a dumpster, threw it back, and it lit on fire, and I was like, holy shit, they're gonna do Ghost Rider?
Oh.
They didn't.
It was just an inhuman that can light things on fire.
They just showed a quick flash in the trailer, and I saw a dude in black grab a chain, throw it back, and it lit on fire, and I was like, oh shit, they do have Ghost Rider, holy shit!
Wow.
But then they didn't, and I was like, oh fuck, I got excited for nothing.
That would have been a hell of a reveal.
No shit, right?
Yeah, so I got to catch up on that. I'm all caught up on Agent Carter, unfortunately, since there's not going to be any more of those.
Yeah.
Although I did sign a petition today to bring it to Netflix. Some dude in Spain started a change.org petition to get it on Netflix. And
I saw a lot of people talking about that, and it's like, I don't have Netflix, but fucking do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you would know that at some point it would be on DVD or something, you know.
You'd hope at least.
As long as they were, as long as they keep creating content, that's what's important. It'll get to you some way. But I think that would be perfect because, like I said, Netflix hasn't fucked up yet.
Yeah,
in my
that's what
opinion.
Everybody tells me.
Daredevil was amazing. Season 1 was amazing. Season 2 was amazing. Jessica Jones was awesome. I can't wait to see Luke Cage.
And they just greenlit Punisher.
And they greenlit Punisher.
Which that one is like, I would fucking damn near come near selling my soul to see that.
He was a pretty good Punisher, for sure. wasn't too sure about him at first.
Neither was I.
Like when they first cast him, I was like, "Oh, that's going to be interesting." I mean, I wasn't 100% sold because he's not the mountain, the wall of a man that Frank Castle you normally see him as.
I would see him more as like Wolverine.
Yeah, or something like that.
Because he doesn't look like a tall dude to me.
He's not. He's not. I've seen him in person several times.
I've heard he is tall. But it's like, I don't know. He looks like Wolverine to me because he kind of looks a little short and a little bit, stocky.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's short. I think he's probably average, but I think he's average, but he's skinny. He's not. When I've seen him in person, he's not intimidating. Let's put it that way. But Frank Castle is supposed to be like, you just look at him and shit your pants,
Yeah, because isn't he like a former Marine or something?
Yeah, and he is in this. He is in Daredevil too. Frank Castle's the same thing, but
I know they're, faithful to the origin, but Marines are fucking big, scary-looking motherfuckers. And I guess I'm spoiled by Walking Dead because I see him and it's like, he don't look fucking scary, he looks crazy. Yeah,
and he does crazy pretty good. But I wasn't sold on him. I wasn't sold on him really until about, I guess the first couple episodes he's in, he was really good. Then he got a little too monologue-y. And I'm like, oh man, this is fucking Shane. This isn't Frank Castle. This is fucking Shane from Walking Dead.
Don't give me talky, give me killy.
Yeah, I was like, less talky, more fucking brains exploding. But he did do some shit in those first few episodes that was like, whoa. But then it was kind of quiet for a while, and then it was more like character building,
Yeah.
And then, fuck, dude, there's an episode towards the end. It's called, I think it's called 7 Minutes in Heaven is the name of the episode.
I've heard of that title in regards to Daredevil, yeah.
Fucking shit, dude. If I watched that, and I was like, oh, god damn, this is the Punisher. He did, oh, god damn, I'm gonna hit the microphone. Hold on. I was too excited. But, man, there's a sequence towards the end of that episode that I'm telling you will make you fucking, your jaw is going to hit the floor. Like, it was one of the most brutal fights I think I've ever seen. And it was like, oh, fuck, that is what Frank Castle is right there.
Okay, when are we going to set up a screening of this?
Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah. And then, they kind of leave his character wide open at the end, So
yeah,
I was really hoping that they were going to greenlight a series because I could see him now carrying a series. Like before, I was like, man, I don't know. Punisher's kind of like a seasoning. He's not really like something you could build a whole show around. But now I think you probably could.
The best thing to come out of this is that they finally came to their fucking senses, and that ABC show they were planning on doing is dead.
Which one?
Remember 2-3 years ago when they were talking about doing a Punisher show on ABC?
No, I don't remember that.
They were gonna do they were gonna do a fucking police procedural show starring Frank Castle, and I was like, fuck off!
Shut up, really? That would have never worked. I swear to God, dude. That would have never worked in a million years. That sounds awful.
Hell no. Fucking, I like this show. My mom watches it, but fucking Frank Castle and Blue Bloods blow me.
No way.
So, and see, I still heard rumors that maybe they were going to do that at some point. And with this, they're like, fuck it. Netflix. And it's like, good, because Netflix will let this motherfucker step on somebody's neck.
Oh,
and put a fucking 20 rounds in their head.
Yeah, he does some fucking fucked up shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're definitely not holding back.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah,
because like you, when I first heard him, I was like, I'll wait and see. I want to see the skull. And then they showed that picture of him, fucking trench coat, skull, and gun. And it was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and he does evolve, just like Daredevil does in the first season. Like, I just assumed when you see him in the first couple episodes, that's fully formed Punisher, but it's not. It kind of looks like it, but it's not. He's totally different by the end of the season. Or not totally, but he's way more book.
He's changed.
Yeah, he's way more comic book Punisher than he is at the beginning.
Yeah. So, there's going to be fucking, what is it, 62 or 67 characters in Infinity War Part 1 and 2, which they said recently they're going to change that title. You think any of these characters are going to show up?
Possibly. I think Charlie Cox said that he is going to be in it.
Oh, really?
I thought I read that somewhere, but maybe not.
I don't know, because I haven't been really following that hardcore anyway.
But then I think I also read something that said the TV characters aren't going to be in the movies, so those guys won't show up, which makes sense because
was that a recent article?
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Okay, say what you were going to say, because I can explain that, I think.
Oh,
or enlighten that a little, I should say.
No, I was going to say it makes sense that they wouldn't cross over into the big superhero movies because these shows they're not big superhero shows. These are like street level, almost vigilante. Well, Daredevil is a vigilante, but they're like, they're street heroes. They're street level superheroes.
Yeah, and it would be weird to see them next to a fucking dude with a magic hammer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But see, supposedly Spider-Man worked.
Well, I heard he worked like fucking gangbusters.
Uh-huh.
But still, that's different. That's not...
Oh, true, but
he
Spider-Man
fights...
feels like the in-between.
Yeah, because, he still fights like crazy supervillains. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally, but...
Daredevil fights ninjas.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones fights crazy mutant people.
And
just dirtbag human beings. The Punisher kills gang members.
Like I said, Spider-Man is sort of the in-between, though. Because he fucking fights ninjas and gang members, and he also fights Doctor Doom and Loki.
True, so you're right. He is like the bridge, yeah.
If you throw Spider-Man in there with all of them, I don't think you'd have much trouble buying it. But that article you were talking about... Yeah,
I think it could go the other way. I think definitely Spider-Man could show up in the Defenders or in Daredevil, and that would make total sense and be completely normal. That wouldn't seem weird at all. But to have Daredevil take part in Infinity War would seem like a stretch.
Well, if you have like Spider-Man show up on fucking Daredevil Season 3...
Which I hope happens.
Oh, God, that would be so fucking amazing. If you have Spider-Man show up on, Daredevil Season 3, and then, Luke Cage, he's a superpower, isn't he?
Yeah.
Have all them meeting up and shit, or put Spider-Man in Defenders, I think it would make you more comfortable with Punisher, or, well, not Punisher, because I don't think he'd be in it, but Daredevil, because he has superpowers, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would make you more comfortable with it if you had that introduction with Spider-Man first, because it would seem less jarring to be like, here's ninja fighting dude with Thor and Iron Man and the dude from the 40s.
Yeah, I think even without that introduction, if you just threw them in there, I think it would work. It would seem a little awkward, but I don't think it would be like, well, this is retarded, But
yeah.
But I think what I was saying was that I think it makes sense that they would want to keep them separate. Like the tone of those shows is so different than the tone of those movies that it makes...
Even like the Captain America movies that are supposedly really fucking dark and fucked up.
Winter Soldier is pretty dark. Like,
is it?
Yeah. And the first Avenger was, it was
awesome.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It's not as. I didn't think it was. There's not as much intrigue or whatever in that one that there is in Winter Soldier. But
well, yeah.
But yeah, even those are. Those are darker, or I don't know how to say it.
They're more thrillers.
Yeah, compared to like Iron Man or.
Yeah.
They're less of a superhero movie than the other movies.
True, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a fucking dude from the 40s who got, super steroided up, and he's throwing a fucking shield.
Oh, yeah.
But talking about keeping them separated, that article I think you may have read, what they said was the movies will impact the TV shows,
yes,
but the TV shows won't impact the movies.
Right.
Not saying that, there's not going to be crossover, but it's just like, if the fucking Inhumans explode the Earth, or explode something over the Earth, it's not going to be like the Avengers are going to have to show up in the next movie to help fight it.
Right, and that's already happened in season 1 of Daredevil. The whole plot, let's see. I'm tired, so I'm having a hard time coming up with the right words. I don't speak so good tonight.
I haven't spoke so good for 4 episodes, so it's okay.
But in Daredevil season 1, the whole kind of background, the whole backdrop for the season is Wilson Fisk is trying to rebuild Hell's Kitchen and that whole area. He's doing all these real estate development deals and all this shit after the Battle of New York. Yeah, under the guise of we're rebuilding from the Battle of New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They call it the incident.
Yeah,
refer to it as the incident or something. They don't actually say the Battle of New York, but they say like the incident.
And didn't at one point they tease something about a magic hammer in there? Because I remember hearing something about that. It wasn't like they said Thor and shit. They just mentioned. They reference those people all the time. Yeah. So see, they're planting the seeds.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely recognize that, or they acknowledge the fact that these people live in the same world, and they know Thor and fucking, they know the Hulk. They know all that shit that happened in the Battle of New York. They know it. They have newspaper clippings on Ben Urich's wall.
Crazy people's walls.
Yeah. Of Battle of New York, and it's like an article written by this guy, and so they definitely acknowledge and make reference to things that happened in the movies.
I didn't really know much about it. That Fisk thing's really fucking cool.
Yeah, it was a really cool excuse way for him to do the things that he's trying to do. It was brilliant. It was like, of course that's what he would do. Of course that's how he would be disguising his true motives behind this rebuilding the city bullshit.
Pulling a fucking Lex Luthor, or at least cinematic Lex Luthor, where we gotta buy shit. Let's buy land. Yeah,
and his Kingpin is fucking so good. Vincent D'Onofrio, he's so good.
I've heard it's a lot more low key than you would expect.
Oh, it is, but when it's not, it's not. He keeps it under control most of the time, but then when they let him let it out, it's like, oh my god, this guy's fucking terrifying, because he's kind of like, I mean, I think other people have said he's like a man-child, like a, if he doesn't get his way. I've heard a lot of
he's emotionally stunted.
Yes, yeah, for sure, and he keeps that. He has that rage or whatever boiling. You could just feel it. You could see it just right under the surface, and he's just keeping it in check the whole time. And then when he finally has to let it out, or something happens and he lets it out, it's like, oh my god, this guy is fucking the scariest thing I've ever seen. Like, he is completely unhinged, and you don't know what he's going to do. Because something happens at the end of season 1 where it's like, oh, did that just fucking happen? Did he just do that? I can't believe that just happened. And then again in season 2, well, I mean, it's spoilers, but he does appear in season 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've heard he does appear a couple times, but he's not there much.
No, but oh my god, when the scene that he has with Matt Murdock, I'm not gonna spoil it or say too much about what it is, but god damn, dude, like he's fucking frightening.
What I really want to see, and with the Sony deal, it's now possible, I just want to see Spider-Man beating the fuck out of him and calling him Tubby.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucking awesome. I think it's fucking awesome that all these things are crossing over and that we live in a world where that's a real possibility. That
I know.
You know,
it just blows your fucking mind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The fucking cartoons you watched I watched as a kid, the fucking comics you read as a kid, you can now look at a fucking big screen and in high quality Blu-ray watch these fucking things just crash together, and it just blows your fucking mind. Because I remember I've only seen up to I saw Iron Man 3, but I don't have it, so I've really only seen up to the first Avengers movie. And still, So
you've seen Phase 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And still, I watched that first Avengers movie, and I've seen it a lot of times now, but I just watched it and it's like, oh my god, it's fucking amazing we live in a world where this movie can exist.
Mm-hmm. And it's good. It's not garbage.
I know.
Not only can it exist, but it's fucking good.
I know.
Like, it's a movie you want to watch more than once.
I know. It fucking just leaves me in awe.
Yeah, you're not embarrassed that this movie exists.
Yeah.
Not like the old Captain America movie or
the fucking 90s Batman movies.
Yeah, or the fucking Roger Corman Fantastic Four.
Have you seen that?
I've seen bits and pieces of it, and it's
I've
rough.
never taken the plunge.
Ooh. I mean, I've seen just clips of it.
Yeah.
And man, oh man, it's fucking bad.
It seems like the only thing, even though it's not, ripped from the pages of the comics, the only thing they got right, and I think you've kind of bagged on it a little bit in the past. I don't know if here or we talked privately or what, but the only thing they did well back then was The Incredible Hulk with Bill Bixby.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good show. That was a good 70s show.
I will fucking defend that show forever because I love that show.
Oh, I loved it when I was a kid. Oh, definitely.
I love it now. I have the first 3 seasons on DVD, and yeah, you can tell it was made in the 70s. It's not fucking, Avengers good, but it is beyond fucking watchable.
Yeah. I'll have to go back and check that. I think it's on Netflix. I'll have to go back and check that out. I haven't actually watched it in a long time. The thing I remember the most was the last made-for-TV Hulk movie.
Where he died?
Yeah, he fucking died at the end. Spoilers. Yeah. The fucking Hulk jumps out of a plane and dies.
The Death of the Incredible Hulk?
Yeah.
And isn't it fucked up that the good Hulk movie with Ed Norton, they fucking pretty much do the same type of thing where he just dives out of a fucking plane?
Yeah, but he doesn't die.
I know, but he dives out of it, and it's like, that's cool, because it's kind of a throwback.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess it was a helicopter, but still.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one, though. I have the Daredevil one and the Thor one, which... Ugh.
Oh, you mean the third old Hulk movie?
Yeah, TV movie.
Yeah, I just remember watching that and being like, wait,
they were supposed to do, I think, 2 more sequels.
Oh, really?
I think so. There were supposed to be 2 more sequels, but Bixby got, really sick really fast and died.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like, well, I guess we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Because didn't that last one come out in, 80... the late 80s or something?
Yeah, I want to say 89, 88 or 89.
That's what I was going to say.
But it was...
It's surprising that they were still fucking getting away with it then.
Oh, the green makeup and shit?
Yeah,
and the bad wig.
Like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking... What was her name? Fucking Phyllis Diller wig?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that wig was just... Whew. Boy. But, yeah, but that was the thing that I remember the most was him falling out of that helicopter and just splat dying on the ground. And it was like, Are you fucking serious? The Hulk doesn't die by jumping out. The Hulk fucking jumps from city to city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you read the old 60s Hulk, the motherfucker would jump like a missile. He would launch himself up in the air and fucking fly.
Sort of like in the fucking Ang Lee movie where he would fucking jump and go for miles.
Yeah. That's exactly what he would do. I never did watch that movie. I heard it was garbage, so I didn't bother.
I watched it recently for the first time, and it was like, ouch.
Yeah.
Because it's just bad.
Really?
People want to fucking bag on the bad CG in the Star Wars prequels. Look at that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Now, I actually liked the Ed Norton one. I thought that one was pretty good.
I love that fucking movie. And again, I've only seen up to the first Avengers movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take fucking Ed Norton over Ruffles Have Ridges any day.
I don't know. That's a hard one for me.
Ruffalo looks like a jock to me.
Really?
He does, yeah, because he kind of got a meathead. And
yeah, he does have kind of a meathead.
Norton, he's a real tiny fucker, and people will be like, well, you wouldn't say that if you watched Fight Club. And it's like, fuck Fight Club. Just base it on the looks. Ed Norton is perfect for that role.
Yeah.
You get him in the undershirt and shit, and he's all sweaty. I think maybe they could have let his hair be a little longer or something. But he looks like the fucking scientist who goes fucking 3 days without eating or showering, and they're like, hey, Bruce, you might want to take a nap. And he's like, oh yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. You kind of swayed me a little bit, I guess. I like that Hulk better than the Ed Norton Hulk.
I do too. I just flat out like that movie. I like that movie better. Not better than Avengers, but I mean, as a Hulk, piece, I like the Norton movie better. I like Norton better. I like that Hulk better. I think he looks better.
Really? I actually I think the Avengers Hulk looks better, but not terribly better. I don't think he looks a whole lot different or a whole lot better. I think he was used more effectively in the Avengers than he was in the Hulk movie. I think the impact of him in the Avengers was better than the Hulk movie, but he's an accent in that movie. That's why it's better.
I'm more basing it just purely on the looks and shit, not like the usage of the character.
Okay.
I mean, usage, I think, yeah, it's probably better in Avengers because it's weird to say in a movie with fucking, 6 leads, but it does seem like his time is more focused a little bit.
Yeah. He's in there for a specific reason, for like 2 or 3 specific payoff moments.
But I will say this, I didn't like how ape-like Ruffalo's Hulk is. It just doesn't seem right to me.
How what he is?
Ape-like. He looked like he was just a fucking giant gorilla.
Hmm.
Because he was, walking with his hands and shit. I like just the big fucking freak monster that Norton's was, too. That's probably one of the main reasons why I prefer that version of Hulk.
Yeah. I'll have to go back and watch. I haven't watched that one in a while. I'll have to go back and watch it. I think I've actually only seen it once.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Yeah. It was a while ago, too.
I've seen all those Phase 1 movies no less than fucking 10 times each.
Do they consider that Hulk movie a Phase 1? I guess they do, don't they?
Yeah, because remember the Tony tags at the end.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Have you watched all the one-shots on the Blu-rays?
All the one-shots?
The little short films?
You mean the end sequences?
No. They did little short films that they called one-shots. They pulled the term from the comics. It's just a one-shot little thing, and,
On which Blu-ray? The Avengers Blu-ray?
Hang on, let me pull my drawer open and look. Because it's on a few of them.
I think that's the only...
They've got a few different...
I think that's the only one I have is the Avengers, actually.
Well, on Iron Man 2 doesn't have one, but there's a one-shot on Thor called The Consultant.
Uh-huh.
That scene from Hulk is in there with Tony.
Oh, okay.
They show you the before and after that, and it's got Coulson in it, and I think Sitwell.
No shit.
Yeah, and then... Hang on, I'm still looking at my disc. Funny thing happened on the way to Thor's hammer. After Coulson leaves Iron Man 2, and before he shows up in Thor, there's a little one-shot feature that fits in there where he stops at this convenience store, somebody tries to rob it, and Coulson beats the fucking shit out of him.
Oh, yeah?
And then that Item 47 short on the Avengers Blu-ray. Did you see that?
I didn't watch it.
That's pretty good, too. That takes place just after Avengers. This dude and this chick fucking find one of the Chitauri guns, and it's the only one still operating because this dude figured out a way to turn it back on.
Oh, that's probably not a good idea.
Well, they start robbing banks. They're the new Bonnie and Clyde.
Hmm.
And then Coulson and Sitwell fucking stop them. But you should watch those if you've got the DVD. I think they're on the DVDs too, but they might just be Blu-ray exclusives.
I think I have the Iron Man DVD, but the only Blu-ray I have is
there's not one on
Avengers.
there.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck it then.
Unless it's Iron Man 3, and then there's one on there.
No.
I think that's where the Agent Carter short is.
Oh, there's an Agent Carter short?
Yeah, they did an Agent Carter short. That's what basically got him to greenlight the show.
Oh, well, fuck.
It's like 13 or 22 minutes. She gets a special mission, and you follow her as she goes and beats ass.
No shit. I'll have to watch that. But
Yeah.
I bet it's on YouTube.
Probably. I don't know, though.
Hey, look at me. I'm going to have to turn in my nerd card this week.
Okay, I want to get back to the one-shot things before we hopefully get to our other topic, but what'd you think of that video I made and posted?
Oh. It was pretty absurd.
Because, hey, it was born from this, so we gotta fucking talk about it.
Yeah, to leave Doomy alone.
Yeah.
It was pretty absurd, pretty ridiculous.
Oh, wasn't it fun, though?
Uh-huh. Well, anytime a gorilla mask is involved, it's a good time.
People seem to really love that fucking mask, man.
It's so fucking silly. Like, I don't know how else to say it.
And it's basically just because I'm a pussy and don't want to show my face.
Yeah, well.
Or, in the earlier videos I made, I didn't want to show my brother's face because that's who was in the gorilla mask in those videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Back when he was acting like he had sense, but those days are long gone. But anywho, back to the one-shots. They're really short, most of them. But, they give you these kind of little in-between moments that help tie the movies together even more than just having Coulson there. It ties it all together in a really cool way, because like the consultant one, that's the one I was talking about, it has that end credit scene, or part of the end credit scene from Hulk.
Uh-huh.
It's got,
Where they're at the bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at the bar with the general.
Yeah. It's got Coulson and, I think it's Sitwell. Again, if it's not, sorry, I don't remember the fucker's name. But it's Coulson and Sitwell in a diner, and they're talking about, we've got to send in the consultant. And it's like, why? Because Ross wants to use, I think he was wanting to get Abomination on the Avengers or something like that.
Oh.
And they're like, oh shit, they'll never go for that. And it's like, yeah, that's why we need to send the consultant. So what the premise is, they send Tony in as the consultant to talk to Ross to tell him, yeah, we need to get fucking Abomination on the team, which makes Ross be like, fuck this. And then they show part of that scene, so you know, like, okay, now go watch this and come back, is basically what it is.
Mm.
And then they cut back to the diner with Coulson and Sitwell, and they're like, well, it worked. Abomination's going to stay on ice for now. And it's like, cool. So what happened with the consultant and the general? And I was like, oh, well, the general got really mad at Stark, and Stark bought his bar. And they're like, oh. And he's like, yeah, it's scheduled for demolition on Tuesday.
Oh, shit.
And it's like, you can totally see Tony being a dick like that.
Oh, yeah.
Being like, oh, you're going to get in my face? Fuck you, I'm buying your bar and tearing it down, dickhead. So I wonder if they're going to mention that, or if they mention that in Civil War.
The tearing down his bar?
Yeah.
I don't think so, because Ross isn't in Civil War.
Yes, he is.
Is he? Oh yeah, Civil War. I'm thinking Winter Soldier. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Civil War. Yep.
They brought William Hurt back to play Ross again in Civil War.
You're
and it's
right.
like, oh, cool. I guess they should have just said that. They brought fucking William Hurt back to play Thunderbolt Ross.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they tied Incredible Hulk into...
Right. Yeah, and a lot of people were kind of surprised because it was almost like they were not really all that keen on acknowledging the Incredible Hulk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, see, that's because Universal owns it, and Marvel really, I think Marvel really doesn't have a whole lot of say-so in how Hulk gets used in those movies or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you haven't seen a sequel to it. That's why fucking Ruffles Has Ridges hasn't had a sequel or a standalone movie of his own.
Because they can't make one because they don't have the license for it.
Yeah.
For a standalone.
Universal has control.
Gotcha.
So it's like, okay, fuck it. We'll just throw them in the team movies. And that's why they keep saying Hulk's going to have a part to play in Thor Ragnarok. And it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, I keep seeing...
After that punch in Avengers, who'd have thought they'd be teaming up?
Well, I don't know whether that means they're going to team up or not. I've seen things that say, is Thor Ragnarok going to turn into Planet Hulk?
Well, see, I heard that it was going to set up Planet Hulk, and it's like, well, why are you going to set up a movie you can't do?
Well, maybe they can do it.
Well, only way they would be able to do it is if fucking Disney was like, fine, buy Hulk back. And Universal was like, okay, we'll sell him to you.
Or Universal is like, sees what Sony's done.
And they went in on it?
And they went on. I'm telling you, that's how it's going to go. This fucking Spider-Man movie is going to come out, and it is going to fucking make $1 billion.
Change the game?
And all these people who own Marvel licenses and have made shitty fucking Marvel movies, I'm looking at you, Fantastic Four. They're going to go...
Okay, you brought that up. Did you like those first two Fantastic Four movies?
Fuck, no, I didn't.
For real?
No, I didn't. I didn't even watch the second one.
They weren't perfect, but I like the 70s Hulk. I think they're beyond watchable.
Yeah, I didn't even get through the whole first movie. I watched part. I'm like, I can't. Mm-mm.
They got Johnny and Ben so perfect. I'm gonna make you reconsider this shit too, because those are really good movies.
All right. I'll put that on my list. I'll go back and rewatch those.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But
they made shitty movies for years.
Or the Bryan Singer X-Men shit. Now, I will say, the first X-Men movie I enjoyed. The second one I really liked all the way up until the part that Wolverine cries at the end. I'm like, that's fucking bullshit.
I liked the first movie. I thought the second one was boring.
Really? I thought the second one was pretty good. The third one was garbage, except for the end when he has to... Spoilers, when Wolverine has to kill the Dark Phoenix.
And he cries again?
No, I don't think he... Did he cry? I don't think
I'm pretty sure he did, because he's fucking standing there on a pile of ash holding their body all boo-hooey, and somehow his fucking shirt burned off, but his pants didn't.
Yeah, well...
I'm not saying I want to see Wolverine's dick, but it's like, come on, there is no logic to that whatsoever.
It's Hugh Jackman, I want to see his dick. But, wait, what?
You fucking weirdo.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. No,
I said you're a fucking weirdo.
I know. No, but the reason why I thought it was awesome was that he's the only person who can kill her because he's the only one who can withstand her fucking energy or whatever. It disintegrates people.
It was cool.
And it's disintegrating the flesh off of him, and you can see the metal skeleton underneath.
And you can see the adamantium.
And I was like, oh fuck! And he really doesn't want to do it, but he has to do it, and it's so painful, and he has to fight his way through this, and it's ripping his skin off, and then he finally gets to her and has to kill her. That was fucking awesome. The rest of the movie was bullshit.
Well, I heard somebody talking about that recently, and it's like, if you think about it, there are a lot of good moments in that movie. It does get a lot of shit because, like, that one part where Magneto's talking and it's just fucking Jean standing there, looking around, and it's like, you've got the most powerful mutant in the world, and she's just fucking standing there moping. But there are a lot of pimp-ass fucking moments in that movie.
Yeah.
I think it's enjoyable, too. Just like the Fantastic Four movies. The first two, not the third one. No.
Oh, the most recent one?
Yeah, just like fucking Batman v Superbum, I have no fucking interest in that.
Nah, me neither. But anyway, back to my point was these.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But before I forget, the reason why we got off on that was, I think
through
that's
the X-Men movies.
Yeah, I think that's how it's going to go. Is like, well, maybe not the X-Men because they actually do well at the box office.
I was just gonna say,
but like. all these other people, like, they're going to start saying, hey, Marvel, why don't you help us with this? You want to partner with this and make another Hulk movie?
What properties do they still have at other studios? Because they got Ghost Rider back. Obviously, they got Daredevil back.
Yeah.
They got Punisher back.
Yeah. Deadpool. Sony has Deadpool still.
Yeah. Well, that's X-Men still, though. It's really only Spider-Man, which he's sort of in play now. Hulk, which he's basically in play.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically those two, X-Men and Fantastic Four, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. So I guess it's... Yeah,
I mean,
Spider-Man, Hulk, and Fantastic Four are the ones that's going to happen. Marvel's going to have a hand in the next ones for those three when they happen.
I'm fine with that because I want to see fucking Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four in the same movie.
Fuck yeah. Fantastic Four should be in fucking Infinity War.
Yeah.
But...
That would be fucking amazing.
But they won't be.
No. Well...
Maybe. Probably not.
There's still a chance, but probably not because I think that starts shooting soon.
So what do you think about... I saw that thing where they said they're going to change the name. What do you think they're going to change it to? Did they say what they're going to change it to?
I have no clue because all they said was that Infinity War Part 1 and 2 does not reflect what that movie or what those movies are going to be at this point.
Really?
They didn't fucking elaborate anymore.
Well, then what the fuck are they?
Well, see, what I'm thinking is instead of making one big movie like it was going to be, that they might just, I don't know, maybe try to make 2 Avengers movies back to back and put them out and like have one be Infinity War and one be the Fallout. Because the way it was sounding, it sounded like it was just going to be all of it in one go. But now it sounds like it's going to be Age of Ultron and Civil War. That's just wild speculation on my part. While we're on the topic of Marvel, I know we had other things planned, but...
Well, we're not going to get to them this time. We'll have to do the next we'll have to bump Han Solo to the next episode again. Sorry, you're getting bumped again.
And we've been bumping Indy 5 since we started.
Yeah.
But while we're on the topic, I sent you that article that scared the shit out of me. What do you think about Captain America who's almost going to be going to Warner Brothers and Thor to Sony?
Oh yeah, I read that. Marvel almost sold them off, like back in the day.
Yeah. Isn't that scary as hell?
Yeah. I'm bummed that they ever sold any of them, but I guess they had to at the time.
Yeah, because it was either that or bye-bye Marvel.
Right. Yeah, that would suck. I mean, can you imagine?
Oh, I can imagine it. I don't want to, but I can.
Yeah.
But see, the only different thing is we could have seen Spider-Man and Thor teaming up by now. But what a fucking letdown it would have been.
Right. And
I'm trying to see if I can pull that up so we can tell the details.
And honestly, who wants to see Spider-Man and Thor team up? When does that ever happen?
Never, but fucking I don't care. I just want to see everybody team up. I want to see fucking Iron Man and Elektra. I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, Elektra is awesome in season 2 of Daredevil.
Yeah, I don't know shit about her.
Well, I didn't know very much about her. I knew the very basics of her.
Yeah.
And she was never anybody, like, I didn't give a shit, you know? I didn't get the whole, you know, I watched, like, the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie and didn't give a shit about Elektra in that. Then they made that shitty Elektra spin-off movie that I didn't watch because I didn't give a shit.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, well, that's how much not a shit I gave for Elektra. I didn't even bother watching that, but...
The fucker with the tattoos that jump off and become animals and shit, that looked retarded as fuck.
See,
I don't know if he's a comic book character or not.
I must have blocked that out because I don't even remember that.
Oh, I remember it. And like I said, I haven't seen the movie, but I remember that from the trailers. Like, he had a hawk tattoo across his back, and he'd kind of fucking wiggle, and the hawk would jump out of his back, and it's like, that is stupid. And I think, like, he had a tiger tattoo on his forearm, and the fucking tiger come out, and wow! Like, yikes.
The chick in Daredevil season 2 is pretty righteous. They did well with her character.
Well, see, like I said, I haven't heard much about her from that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh yeah, she's good. And everybody, they just kind of roll over her. So you can correct me, but it seemed like she didn't have a really huge part to play.
Oh, she did.
Oh, did she?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Care to elaborate any?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm trying not to spoil anything, but yeah, she by the end of the season, she's a much bigger piece of a puzzle.
So just like Frank.
Well, in a different way. Because
Yeah,
Frank's going to go off and do his own thing, and Elektra becomes.
But it sounds like she's gonna stay on.
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, what do you think? It's possible she could have her own spinoff?
No, I mean.
Okay, fuck it. You're hem-hawing around too much. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Everybody, spoiler alert. Don't bitch. Does she die?
Yes.
Okay.
So, but the thing is, the whole season is the Hand. They're trying to get a hold of this thing that's supposed to be what they need to bring about the end of the world, or so that they can rule the world and all this shit. And spoilers, the thing turns out to be Elektra. Elektra is this thing that they're looking for, and they've been looking for her whole life, but she's been hidden because Stick took her in as a child and trained her to be part of the what's their group called? I can't remember what their group's called. But it turns out in the end that she's the thing that the Hand
was searching for.
Yeah. So she ends up sacrificing herself to save Matt at the end. And then at the very, very end, you see that the guys from the Hand
have her corpse,
and she's in this sarcophagus thing, and they're gonna revive her with to do some nefarious shit. Gotcha. So it's like, okay. So yeah, she's gonna stay on. I see why
you were fucking hem-hawing around.
Yeah. So she's gonna stay on, you can say, but it's not gonna be quite the same as she was the rest of the season.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah, so she.
I can tell by the way you were fucking dodging the issue. It's like, I don't want to spoil nothing, but
it's a pretty big spoiler for the whole end of the season.
We said spoiler enough times. If anybody has a problem with it, fuck it.
I try not to do that though, because it really bums me out, especially nowadays since I can't keep up with things as fast as I would like to. Like, I have to skip a lot of Fat Man on Batman shit now.
Yeah.
Because it's like, fuck me, every week is like, this entire episode, we're going to fucking spoil the shit out of everything in this movie that just came out 2 days ago.
I understand your point, but I guess they do that and they always fucking chastise the people like me who, hasn't seen fucking Daredevil Season 1, hasn't seen fucking Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, what the fuck, you stupid? Why ain't you seen this? But I guess they do that, so it's like, the fuckers like me to try and help me keep up.
Well, I mean, they want to do it so that it's timely. It stays...
That too,
stays timely. But,
I mean, there's a way to review without spoiling.
Right. Yeah,
I can't do it.
They get, like, fucking balls deep in this stuff, So
I know.
And it's good. It's awesome when you've actually seen it and you don't, and it's not spoiling you. Then I like it. Then it's like, oh yeah, this is great. I like this in-depth discussion about it.
Analysis.
But if it's something that I haven't been able to see yet, then it's like, fuck, and it's killing me because I can't listen to that episode because I don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah. I totally understand what you're talking about, but again, I'm the fucker that who knows when I'll see this shit. Tell me what fucking Spider-Man did in Civil War.
He caught thieves just like flies.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm assuming, because I haven't seen it yet either.
Yeah, well, there's a spoiler in one of the fucking trailers that had me fucking jizz in my drawers.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Did you see the Lego reveal? Because I'm not going to spoil it for you, but did you see the Lego reveal for Ant-Man?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that. The giant man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, in the trailer, they actually show Spider-Man fucking swinging around him and shit, and it's like, oh my god!
Oh, wow. Well, if it's in a trailer, that's not a spoiler to me.
Well, it wasn't in the... I should say a TV spot. After the first weekend, they put it in a TV spot.
Yeah, then you start to get into spoiler territory.
Yeah. So, I just consider it all trailers because it's all fucking, here, look at this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was in the TV spot, like, the #1 movie in America last week was Captain America Civil War. And they show you all the fucking awesome shit, and they did. And they showed a scene with Spider-Man actually walking with Team Tony, and was like, oh! I was tweeting about that shit last night, because, like I said, it's in the fucking TV spot, so I'm talking about it now. I haven't seen it, but fuck it. But yeah, I'm pulling up this story about Marvel almost selling Cap and Thor. And it says, producer David Maisel, Maisel, was the leading force at Marvel Studios from 2003 to 2009, where he eventually served as president and CEO or COO of the company. Just before he got there in 2003, they were ready to sell Cap off to Warner Brothers and Thor to Sony. And he literally fucking says, if I had gotten there 3 months, 6 months later, the Warner Brothers and Sony deals would have been done, and there would have been no chance to bring all of these characters together.
Wow.
He reportedly blocked the Captain America and Thor deals and went on to secure a loan from Merrill Lynch for the company to own its own live-action movies for $525 million.
Wow, that's chump change.
So basically,
that's chump change. Yeah, I mean, it's not when you're just paying that money.
It's not for fucking normals, but when you got a movie that rakes in fucking $1 billion,
yeah, that's what I mean.
In 3 weeks, that ain't shit.
I know, that's what I mean. Like that's you got that shit for a song, based on how much you've actually made off of it since then.
And it says, with the opportunity for Marvel to greenlight any movie under $165 million that was rated PG-13, with 10 characters' movie rights up for collateral, Captain America and something vaguely called the Avengers at the high end, dwindling to Shang-Chi and Power Pack.
Power Pack? Oh boy.
Yes. And see, I mentioned that Spider-Man podcast before, the Crawl Space. They've talked about Shang-Chi before, and I think they've said that Marvel doesn't technically own him or something.
Isn't Shang-Chi, that's the Master of Kung Fu one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard Walt and Kevin talk about them. Is it not that they don't own that character, but isn't like Fu Manchu or something in that series, and that's why they can't reprint it and they can't make a movie out of it or anything, because the main the main villain in the series is not owned by them. It's owned by somebody else.
Okay, that might be it, yeah.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because that's starting to sound familiar, because they've mentioned Fu Manchu on Crawl Space. So yeah, I think that is it.
Yeah, because I remember hearing that and being like, well, that's fucked up. They used Fu Manchu as the villain?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
So, yeah, in fucking 2003, if this motherfucker hadn't come into Marvel, we would be living in a totally fucking different world.
Yep.
But isn't that fucked up? From Captain America and the Avengers all the way down to Shang-Chi and Power Pack. You know it's going to be a fucking long time before they ever even think about a Power Pack movie. I
don't know, man. They went right for Guardians of the Galaxy. I'd never even heard of Guardians of the Galaxy before that movie.
For real?
Yeah. That was not something even on my radar at all.
I've never read a Guardians of the Galaxy book. I couldn't fucking tell you jack shit about any of them, but I have heard of it.
I may have heard the name Rocket Raccoon, but I would have never known what it was.
I knew about Rocket because I've seen him in books. I've seen him on covers and shit. I've sort of seen Groot before. I'd never seen Drax. Isn't there like a tie-in with the Nova Corps or something in Guardians?
Yeah, the Nova Corps is in Guardians.
Well, see, I'd seen a tie-in there somewhere too, but I'd never picked up a Guardians book because I like Star Wars and shit, but weird outer spacey type shit like that just doesn't seem to interest me yet.
Have you seen the movie though?
No.
Oh, the movie's
like
really
I said,
good.
The last Marvel movie I saw
was the Avengers.
Was Iron Man 3. My brother basically stole some money from his girlfriend at the time to take us.
Oh, hey, well, You got to do what you got to do, I guess, huh?
I guess that's when he started on that going
No.
downhill, acting fucking stupid again.
Oh,
So yeah, I saw Iron Man 3, and then after that, that was it.
oh, that's right. Iron Man 3 came out after Avengers.
Yeah.
You're right.
I couldn't tell you, for the most part, I couldn't tell you what happened in Iron Man 3 because my memory's just that shit. I've got to see something like 2 or 3 times so it'll sink in. But yeah, if this fucker hadn't come to Marvel in 2003, the landscape would be a whole lot different.
Oh, yeah, it would. Well, I mean, think about it. Like, everything's a superhero movie now.
Uh-huh.
Like, anything that makes money is a fucking superhero movie. So what would we be watching now if if Warner Brothers had bought Captain America? Or
We'll see.
Or is it just Destiny and Marvel would have made like a fucking Power Pack movie and and it's still everything would still be superhero movies.
You've got to think about it, though. Yeah, Iron Man changed the game and shit, but Avengers is what led us to where we are today. Without Avengers, you don't get to a Justice League movie because they've started and stopped doing a Justice League movie many, many times.
Yeah.
So, without Captain America, that doesn't happen. The really fucked up thing, though, is Warner Brothers would have tried throwing Captain America in there with the DC characters.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
At some point, you would fucking see Batman next to a dude, dressed in all black with a black shield. That was the first thing that jumped to my mind when he said we were going to sell Captain America to Warner Brothers. I knew they'd try fucking throwing Cap in there somewhere.
Oh, that'd make me sad.
It'd be fucking weird, but it's kind of like, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, Captain America existed before Marvel, so
Yeah.
He's kind of one of those weird characters like Human Torch and Submariner that existed before they were part of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, the original Human Torch. Yes, folks, there's 2 Human Torches. There's a fucking android out there somewhere in the Marvel universe. Did you ever read any of those Amalgam books? The books that Marvel and DC teamed up?
Yes, I did. That was that was in my heyday. That was the
Yeah.
peak of my comic buying.
I have like 8 issues of Dark Claw, the first issue.
Oh, you have 8 copies of it?
I have like 8 copies of it because, see, like when I was really getting comics hardcore, shit, it's got to be almost 6 or 7 years ago now because they don't do this shit anymore. You'd go into like a Quick Trip or any gas station, and they'd have these packs of comics you could buy.
Mm-hmm.
And there'd always be like 1 or 2 things in there. I was like, oh, that'd be cool to have. And they weren't expensive. They were like fucking $4.99, $5.99, and you get 3 to 6 books. And inevitably, I would always get a fucking Dark Claw. And there'd be like a cool Archie book. Yes, I'm an Archie fan. Shut up.
You're in the trust circle. There's no judgment here.
But there'd be like an interesting looking Archie book I'd want, or there'd be like a Spider-Man book I'd want or something. So I'd buy the pack and I'd be like, oh, cool. Or there was a lot of old Superman issues too, and like Street Sharks. Do you remember that '90s cartoon Street Sharks?
Yeah, I remember it. I never really watched it, but I remember it.
I would think that'd be right up your alley, because that's sort of fucking like G.I. Joe and Transformers. It's on that same level of lame.
Oh, no. Are you trying to pick another fight with me? I thought you were I thought you were trying to segue.
No, I wasn't. I was still going, but that if you want to segue, we can get into that. I don't even remember where I was going with that. I was just talking about Amalgam because I like those books. They look really cool. Oh, I know where I was going with that. I'll hit that real quick, and then we can get to our fight and wrap it up. What could have been cool I don't know if it would have been cool, but what they could have done or might have done if they would have sold Captain America to Warner Brothers, even though Marvel owned half of the rights, there could have been a chance we would have seen a super soldier something.
Yeah.
The Captain America Superman mashup from Amalgam. I think that would have been sort of interesting.
Yeah.
Am I alone in that?
I'll watch it.
Did you like those Amalgam books, though?
Honestly, I think I only got Dark Claw. I was super into Wolverine and Batman. So,
Yeah.
like, it was like, oh my god, it's like the fucking Reese's Peanut Butter Cup of...
No shit.
You know? And then I read it and
Yeah.
I was like, maybe keep your peanut butter out of my chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe this isn't such a great idea. But I remember that was a huge deal at the time. Like, oh my god, they're gonna cross over and they're gonna make this fucking Amalgam universe, and it was a huge deal. And then it kind of just came out like a wet fart.
I was gonna say, did they ever do any, number twos? Not like where they.
I don't think so. I don't remember that happening, and I don't know that was even
like
planned.
Number two.
Yeah, I don't even think.
It was just going to be one shots.
That's my memory of it. Was I don't think it was going to be like a whole series. It was they were just going to do the series was the like one issue of each of these different
properties.
Yeah, and then it was done. I think.
Well,
if not,
sad because like I said, that shit looks interesting.
Yeah, if it wasn't planned that way, then yeah, that was a huge fucking failure.
Yeah,
because that was not a small project or that was a huge fucking thing. So
and they had a lot of talent on it too.
Oh yeah.
And when I say talent, I don't mean like there was a lot of people involved. They had fucking names on it.
Mm-hmm.
It had almost been like fucking putting Jim Lee on Scooby Doo.
Oh. Yeah. Speaking of wet farts.
Let's not go back to that. But yeah, that Amalgam stuff really looks interesting to me. I have one collected edition somewhere that has half of the number ones that I keep swearing to God I'm going to read sometime, but I just never get around to. Maybe I should, I don't know. And I've got a couple of the other Marvel and DC crossover collected editions too that, again, they look really cool, but I just never got around to reading them. It's one of my main things. I've got a lot of fucking comics and shit around here in collected editions. I just haven't read them because I was focusing on my monthly books and the novels I read. Yeah,
like I was saying to you, I've recently got like a huge backlog of shit. I don't know how it happened, but...
It just fucking popped up, didn't it?
Just happens, I guess, yeah. Just a bunch of shit came out at once. It was like, oh, I need to have that. When the fuck am I going to read this?
Yep, I've got like fucking 60 Star Wars novels ahead of me that's like, am I ever going to read those?
Well, eventually.
Yeah, I hope so. Let's talk about our fight.
Yeah. Our big fight.
Yeah.
So,
do you even know why it started?
I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. I don't even know what the fuck the deal was.
Well, see, you dropped the last episode of Just Jump to the End, your other podcast with Diddy Bow!
Yeah.
And in that episode, you said I forget which one you said, but you said one of those phrases that you stole from me.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I posted a tweet that was fake angry.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't remember if you said Super Bum, which you stole from me.
I did, yep. It was Super Bum, yep. It was Super Bum.
Well, the other one is No Body, No Death.
Oh, no, that's what it was. You're right. It was No Body, No Death was the last one.
It was one of those two.
That's what set you over the edge. Because I had stole Super Bum previously.
Yeah. Well, remember when you and Diddy Bow went to see Force Awakens? You were talking about it on the ride home, and you said, well, No Body, No Death. That was the first time you said it, and I was like, holy shit. Because you even said, and as somebody told me, No Body, No Death. And she was like, how the fuck can that happen? And I was like, hey, I was the one who said that. And then you said something about Super Bum, and I was like, hey, I was the one who said that. And the last few episodes, you've either said No Body, No Death or Super Bum. And I was like, hey, I was the one who said those. So I was listening to that last episode, and I guess it was No Body, No Death. And finally I was like, oh, fuck this. So I tweeted something like, I'm calling you out this weekend, or this Sunday on pay-per-view in a live cage match. $49.99, I'm kicking your ass, or something like that.
Obviously a joke. Like you're
Obviously
saying, you're saying
we're gonna get a cage.
Yeah, where are we gonna be on pay-per-view?
And where are we gonna get a fucking Cage?
Mm-hmm.
How can
Obviously
you get
a
more
joke.
over the top than Cage? I posted that tweet and I got like 4 DMs like, holy shit, you guys just started the pod. Is it over already? And I was stunned into silence. It's just like, are you fucking shitting me?
You told me that, and I was like, are you sure they weren't just kidding? They weren't just fucking with you? And you said, no, you
they
think they were
fucking
serious.
I was like, because I asked 2 of the fuckers. I don't even remember who they were at this point. Because, again, this was a month ago. But I asked them, I was like, are you fucking serious? Yeah, you seem pissed. What? So that's when we went on that fucking string of insults.
Again, completely fucking absurd and ridiculous insults.
Yes, because if I was pissed, I'm sure I could come up with something better than, I wish there was a fucking mistake on your birth certificate and your name would have been misprinted to Scoot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was so cutting. That just cut me right to the bone. I had to take a time out from Twitter for a while.
Yeah, you had to go Twitter dark.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had to heal your feels, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And then you said something to me that there was a bottle of pills involved.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't.
It was so savage. I can't even imagine what I said.
I was crying for like a week.
Yeah, I'm sure. I bet.
So right now I'm demanding an apology.
Go fuck yourself.
So for the fucking people asking, we're recording our 5th episode, and nobody's asked in a while, I'll be fair. We're recording our 5th episode. There is no fucking fight. It was a joke. I don't know where to get a cage. I don't know where to get a ring. And who the fuck's gonna pay $50 to watch fucking a 40-year-old, 6-foot-tall dude and a fucking short, fat 25-year-old slap each other with fucking flailing hands and shit?
I don't know. More people than you think might watch that. The way the way you just described it, that seems to be about the level of television these days. So, you know,
Jerry Springer did get pay-per-view specials for a while.
Yeah.
So hey, okay, I got an idea, dude. We find some hot broads to fucking flop their titties out in between rounds or during rounds. I don't care. We just fucking go in there and start slapping each other and be like, ding, ding, round's over, and slap some titties at them. We'll call it Too Hot for TV, and boom, we each fucking rake in the cash.
Well, so why do we even have to fight? Why don't we just put the titties on pay-per-view and...
Well, I mean, we gotta pretend we're not just selling titties.
Oh.
Don't we?
This is America, isn't it?
Last time I checked.
Well, then why?
Give it a few months, President Trump might change that. Oh, did he just get political? Yes, he did!
Wow, way to really fucking bring it down at the end.
Hey, we're wrapping up anyway.
Whoa.
Doesn't that just scare the shit out of you?
Yeah. It scares me about as much as Captain America being sold to Warner Brothers.
I think one of those is a little bit scarier.
Yeah, but they'll both
the
really
Warner Brothers thing.
They're both really going to fuck up your world.
No shit. Oh, fuck.
No. Okay, well, now that everything's all patched up and fine, I guess we should probably wrap it up, eh?
Yeah, we gotta do our plugs for our peoples, I guess so. Thanks to Sherry for our logo. Again, it's fucking brilliant. So brilliant it got us fucking booted off of Cafe Press.
Yep, and I'm trying to find some time to work on. I'm gonna have some business cards printed up so that I can take with that logo on it, so that I can take around to conventions and covertly leave them on tables and such.
And if I know there might be a couple people who might be interested in this for us. If you would be interested in fucking getting a couple, we might send you a couple and you can litter with them yourself.
Yep. Just, go to McDonald's and just leave one on a table.
Go to a comic shop and hide a stack, or hide them in the back issues.
Yeah, just drop them in a box or whatever. I'm sure they won't mind.
Fun shit.
Well, places like the fantasy shop around here, they actually have a bulletin board. You can tack your shit up there if you want.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I don't know if it's... I'm assuming it's for anybody who wants to use them, but it could be... I don't know. You may have to ask.
I mean, it's not going to kill to ask, is it?
No, I'm just saying. I don't know if you could just walk in and tack something up, but it looks like it's...
Yeah.
It looks like it's people generating their own shit to put up there, like flyers for different things.
Yeah, there's an idea. If your comic shop has a fucking little tack board, bulletin board, whatever, you want to tack a couple up there. If you want to throw them in the back issue bin, you want to fucking leave a stack on the counter, you want to throw them at McDonald's, whatever. We'll have that option for you.
So I hope to get some of those made up before the next convention.
When is that?
Well, the next one here is in June. That's the one.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to talk about that at some point. That's the one I'm actually more excited for than Wizard World this year. But
really?
Only by a little bit. Only because it's.
Oh yeah, well.
Only because there are people that I didn't think I would ever see.
Yeah, aren't they getting the entire cast of fucking Battlestar Galactica back together?
Not the entire cast, but like 5 people. So it's a pretty big group.
Yeah.
And it's it's the 2 big names, and then two of the mid-level names, and then one guy that I honestly don't really remember. But I went back and watched a couple episodes with him, and then I was like, oh yeah, I do remember that guy.
But anyway, yeah, thanks, Cherry.
I like how our thank yous are always like, hey, thanks, and then we go on to talk about a whole bunch of other shit. instead of the person's instead of that person's shit. Talk about our own.
Shit. It's like, thank you for this. Hey, by the way, did you see the Lego Scooby movie?
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, I forgot we were in the middle of a thank you.
Yeah, but that is a legitimate question. Did you ever watch that link I sent you?
No, I fucking forgot. I know I said I was going to go back and watch it later, and then it got buried in my DMs, and I forgot.
Yeah, no big deal. It wasn't bad, but so there's a good Scooby. It's got Kate, Kate Micucci or
oh yeah, Micucci.
Kate Micucci or whatever. You can't really hear her voice well because the person who posted it on YouTube lowered it. Kind of, I think they heightened the audio a little bit so it doesn't catch the copyright as easy.
Hmm.
It's got her in it, so I still can't tell if she's a good Velma or not. But it's an hour and 3 minutes. That's a pretty good fucking movie.
I'll check it out.
But anywho.
My coochie.
And thanks to J Sarge for the theme again. Which sometime we really should fucking make that a topic and just make both of them actually a topic and just break them down.
Okay.
A little more than, hey, thanks, this is awesome, this is purty,
Well, I mean, that pretty much says it all, though.
I know, but I just feel bad just saying, hey, fucker, thanks, bye. But yeah, follow her at Sherry Says, and that with a Z, not an S. And then J Sarge is at the J Sarge.
Yep, thanks, guys.
And then we gotta whore our shit, too. Can't just be fucking whoring for everybody else.
Alright, well, whore.
Well, aren't you gonna fucking pull your fucking titty out and lick it a little, too?
No.
Oh, fine. Follow us on Twitter at Nerd Blitz Pod. Subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes. Search Nerd Blitz on YouTube, and you'll find exclusive content and shit there. I'm hoping we'll be able to post the episodes there eventually.
Yeah, we're working on that.
And actually, it kind of looks pretty cool. But anywho, you've got your other podcast, Just Jump to the End. I've got my YouTube channel, youtube.com/user/that-Scooby-Doom. And then my site is tsdjproductions.wordpress.com. And I think that's everything.
That's a lot of shit.
I know. A whole lot of shit.
Yeah. Subscribe, rate, and review.
Yes, because that fucking helps, I'm told.
Supposedly. I don't know if it'll help us, but...
You can always hope. So what did we agree our sign-off would be?
Oh.
Do you not remember?
The sign-off was just going to be bye.
Oh,
then...
no.
No, I know.
Come...
I say bye, and then you say, come back next week. Our sanity depends on you listening.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it clean so it sounds good.
Okay. So, bye.
Come back next week. Our sanity depends on it. Is that right?
I think that was good.
This has been a feature of TSDJA Productions and JJ2E Media.